Force and fraud are in war the two cardinal virtues. I often observe the absurdity of dreams, but never dream of the absurdity of my waking thoughts. Words are the counters of wise men, and the money of fools. Fear of things invisible is the natural seed of that which every one in himself calleth religion. The first and fundamental law of nature, which is, to seek peace and follow it. Look not at the greatness of the evil past, but the greatness of the good to follow. Covenants, without the sword, are but words and of no strength to secure a man at all. Ignorance of natural causes disposeth a man to credulity, so as to believe many times impossibilities. For it can never be that war shall preserve life, and peace destroy it. Liberty, to define it, is nothing other than the absence of impediments to motion. For to accuse requires less eloquence, such is man's nature, than to excuse. And condemnation, than absolution, more resembles justice. War consisteth not in battle only, or the act of fighting, but in a tract of time, wherein the will to contend by battle is sufficiently known. A man's conscience and his judgment are the same thing, and, as the judgment, so also the conscience may be erroneous. As a draft animal is yoked in a wagon, even so the spirit is yoked in this body. The source of every crime is some defect of the understanding, or some error in reasoning, or some sudden force of the passions. Nor can a man any more live, whose desires are at an end, than he, whose senses and imaginations are at a stand. It is in the laws of a commonwealth, as in the laws of gaming. Whatsoever the gamesters all agree on, is injustice to none of them. And if this be madness in the multitude, it is the same in every particular man. Life itself is but motion, and can never be without desire, nor without fear, no more than without sense. Silence is sometimes an argument of consent. Every time reason stands against the human will stand against the reason. If I read as many books as most men do, I would be as dull-witted as they are. Fact be virtuous, or vicious, as fortune pleaseth. The secret thoughts of a man run over all things, holy, profane, clean, obscene, grave, and light, without shame or blame. Eloquence, with flattery, disposeth men to confide in them that have it, because the former is seeming wisdom, the latter seeming kindness. Felicity is a continual progress of the desire, from one object to another, the attaining of the former being still but the way to the latter. The power of a man is his present means, to obtain some future apparent good. For prudence is but experience, which equal time equally bestows on all men in those things they equally apply themselves unto. It is a weak sovereign that has weak subjects, and a weak people whose sovereign wanteth power to rule them at his will. Quote,